this yard than a semi. But again, I am tempting fate here with just the sheer length of this setup. Try and avoid the minivan. Then getting out the front, I kind of need to do a 180-degree turn, so that's also going to be kind of interesting. Okay. And this tipper, also a bit of a challenge for this yard, because it's long. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, once a game is frozen, and in the case of, okay, consoles can only go up to Horizons, is their story also going to be frozen as well? Because that's code update for their servers. So the game kind of dies at that point, because a lot of people play this game, these types of games, for the stories, as well as all the rest of the, I get new equipment, I get, new guns, new whatever, new options to explore. But, once that dries up, the game dies. I saw the same with, what was it, Star Wars Galaxies. They completely redesigned that game right in the middle, and if you'd been playing a set story, you suddenly weren't able to level up your character in the new options because it had you working for Jabba the Hutt for a short piece of story. Well, unfortunately, my Jabba faction is completely hosed, and so my ability to level up is done for at that point. So I'm kind of blocking myself in here. Now, I did update this to a steering rear axle, so seems I am able to get out. Yay for that. Let's get the tractor rolling, and hopefully the truck will follow. This truck seems to have followed. Good. So, our community from Earth and Beyond moved to Star Wars Galaxies, and eventually that just got sunsetted, which basically killed the game. We're shutting the game down in 6 months, everyone quit. We moved to EverQuest 2 from that point, and again, that was good initially, but then Sony kind of got fed up with providing detailed updates, and you don't move the story, people get bored, they quit. It's not just about the latest gear, the latest, once you've got the biggest weapon and the biggest armor and the biggest whatever, where do you go from there? I can kill another dragon. Woohoo. Give me a story to investigate. I mean, one of our guys from Earth and Beyond, he was purely in it for the story. Couldn't give a rat's about equipment, leveling up or whatever. It was the investigation. It was the story. Oh, we still haven't opened We still have 132. Okay. Okay, that's full. I lost my truck again. He didn't make it past the gate. As I said, I got the steering rear axle. If you get the dual axle on this truck, it's a problem. Okay, how do we... There. Take advantage of the rear axle. Yeah, I started this off on a dual, fixed axle at the rear, and it really didn't play well. Even without the trailer, it was horrible. Being able to steer that rear axle is definitely an advantage. Okay, more potatoes. 102. I think this takes 80, 40. 42 for a single thing. $43 even. So we'll try another full run, and we'll just take the tractor for the last little bit. Of course, 86 is way more than an assembly truck could handle. Well, so yeah, in all likelihood, we are going to make looking towards the end of April, beginning of May, where we close this series down and move over to Farm Sim 22. We'll see where we get up to by that point. For Farm Sim 22, we should then have precision farming, which I am obviously a fan of. And I am still looking for an inspirational map. Now I might go with a little bit of a quirk. I did a little bit of investigation with Calmsden this morning. And what I was thinking was having a farm bought with debt and equipment bought with cash. And doing a start from scratch mode. The idea being is I have inherited this farm that is in a completely down and out state. We don't even own it, but we've inherited it. I've got approximately 300,000 monies to go out there and buy some equipment and try and turn the entire thing round. That might be an interesting challenge for me. And then we can see where we go from there. But as I said, it's finding the inspiring farm. Calmsden is... My issue with Calmsden is the size of the fields. They're huge. However, Daggerwin's latest series on Calmsden, he's considering splitting one of the starting fields into 3. That's actually quite a good idea, because it would make the fields less of a problem. You could plant a winter crop, a couple of spring crops, and you've got the time to harvest and work around them with the more limited equipment that you might have. So it's kind of the issue I have here, in that this is a mature farm. We have been farming this for years, and so everything, we're not worried about sending a tractor off to plough a 30-hectare field, because I've got the money to pay a worker to do it, etc., etc. No. Come on, Tip. Why won't you tip? Oh, well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? I kind of messed that up. Okay, let's reconnect the fang at the back. Knock that off. Now we can pull forward and empty the truck. Yes. Old Stream Farm is kind of the opposite. It's a very small starting farm. Again, I could do it. I'm actually playing that with Mrs. Osa and Teenage Osa. So it's it's kind of a fun thing to play, but I don't know. Maybe. The thing is, no, don't disconnect it. Dip it. There we go. The thing with Old Stream is I played it in 17 twice. I played it in 19, I think, twice. The new version of the map is very pretty, and I think it does have some reasonable size fields to grow into. Yeah, maybe it's a possible thing. Okay, I'm going to try and do exactly the same as I did last time and not mess it up quite so badly. You can still see the tyre tracks. Ooh. Every trucker should have a drone so they can do this. Okay, that might work a little bit better. Let's But there are a bunch of new farms coming out over the next, there's a couple of new farms coming out. I took a look at Estancia Sao Carlos, and kind of looked at it and said it's sort of the same problem Calmsden has. Really huge fields, which personally I don't like a startup farm with really huge fields. Just because there's so much, it takes so long to do anything. However, that said, I mean, this farm starts with, see, 5.5 hectares, 7.76 hectares, 3.26 hectares. This one over here is 25. And it's, it's the whole, they're workable. Yeah, it still takes a while to do a 5 hectare field. So you either need a ton of money to pay workers with and a few tractors. It's not starting with one nice tractor and let's see where we're going. It's, I need 3 or 4 pieces of equipment so I can get workers doing stuff that I don't particularly want to do. And we made that turn. I think we knocked over the gatepost. Okay, let's see if I can not lose the truck on the way back. Yeah, there's a trucker called Happiness by the Mile who has a YouTube channel, which I came across probably 6-7 months ago. And she's been kind of moving on. She now owns her own trucking company. I think her earliest videos were her driving for FedEx, I think. And so she was demonstrating things like how she hooks up a tandem, or not even, a double, and stuff like that. And the truck got stuck again, which was quite interesting, But she did do a little bit of American truck sim driving. And it's kind of funny to watch her versus a lot of sort of gamers who do American truck sim, because the Americans all sort of get out of the cab and look, and she's like, I can't see that. She had to do everything from inside the cab, but then the mirrors don't give you the view you want, and it was kind of amusing watching her do it. But she stopped producing videos for a short time, and I don't know if she still does. But her trucking videos were more sort of, hey, here's the sights, and here's a bit of education, which was, kind of interesting. Another guy I've watched who has a YouTube channel. His dad, I think his dad Rail. He does. What is it? Train Sim 2 and Train Sim 2022. And he is a professional train driver. So he does provide sort of commentary on, how things work in the real world. I haven't watched much of his stuff because his videos are like an hour long. I guess I can take this back down to the farm entrance. Well, the staging area, shall we call it. Okay, I want to turn the lights off. Did that work? Yes. Right. And we have 16,000 litres of potatoes left to sell. Now, also not sure I'm going to sell all of the sugar beets. I might take as many full carts as I can, and anything left over will keep on the farm just in case the sheep get hungry and I run out of crates of sugar beets. Okay, we'll swing it that way, I don't care. Okay, let's do a price check on potatoes. See if we've messed up. Nope, still hilltop. Alrighty. So anyway, that's the potatoes done. And we have $1 million money, which is kind of nice. I can leave this out from the silo loading point. And we'll top up the Bragner with some fresh maize and go check on the sheep again. So yeah, I mean the thing is, because I'm looking at going April, May before we shift over to Farm Sim 22. That does give us a few weeks of new maps potentially. I'm fairly certain we won't see any from Bullet Bill, although he is working on one. I believe the last update I saw on that, the as yet to be named Bullet Bill map, was how it was reported. I think Lancy Boy's working on a map or two. Alien Jim is working on a map. And a couple of other guys as well. But I just don't know. Again, it's looking for something that gives me a bit of inspiration. We're definitely getting some good equipment out. I mean, just in the last week, we've had Smetty's introduced URA298. Welcome to the stream and good morning. Yeah, sorry, Smetty has introduced an early model, an early 2010s model of the Axion 800. And we featured his stuff quite frequently. We have the class Axion 940 on this farm. We had a 940, two 940s on the previous one. And I think a Zerion 4000 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I do like his tractors. He's just introduced, as I said, he's got the Axion 800 model and also a New Holland Fiat Agri TM70, I think. Might even be Ford as well. But yes, it's stuff I would consider using. And you know, it's older, it's cheaper, it's nice. Like to see if who is it? Black Sheep is going to reintroduce his John Deere set of older tractors, because those worked nicely as well. I had a private farm on 19 that I was running a couple of those on because they're cheap and fun. Let's press that button. Yeah. '82's good, yes, but he does the the big American trucks and the sort of the pickups. I do like them, yes, definitely. He's working on a 3500 right now, isn't he, I think? And again, they're very, what's the word for it? Flexible in their application. You know, you can put a flatbed on, you can put a normal pickup bed on, tank, lots of stuff. So very utilitarian and good models as well. So okay, we are done with the tractor. So selling potatoes doesn't take long when you can ship 86,000 litres in one trip. We need to get back in this thing and go do sheeping. Should be able to make this if I'm careful. Do that. I have to find the fresh maize, which is way down the list. Hay pellets. Oh, fresh maize. There it was. Alrighty. Put the lights on. Will. I think we can speed up time a little. And I'm just going to drive through the hedge because it's what I do. We have so many sheep, they make a ton of mess every day. And since we're now down to breeding season and shortly to be wool production season, I do want to make sure that we maximize production by keeping the sheep trough area clear. Now, once summer comes around, I'm basically at a point of I don't care if they make a mess, because they're just eating all my food and not producing anything in return, except bigger, happier sheep. Okay, that's that bit done. That didn't go down by much. Oops. So yeah, we're going to have to bring some hay out sometime soon. Oh dear. Oakfield sheep farm. And they'll definitely take... Oh, why didn't they take the sugar beets? That's interesting. There we go. Sometimes it just doesn't take. And throw a silage bale in there. They're up to 8,700. They could do with a little bit more hay. I guess we could drain the last bale. As I said, we're going to have to come out soon with another bale of, or another run of hay bales. Drop it on the floor and then pick it up.